Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have very nice weather, not too windy, so we're gonna finally get the Roxor out from under the branches, and possibly, I don't know, it's due for a clean though. It needs a wash. Yeah, look at the damage. Let's jump in real quick. Let's do a quick look around. Good. Time to jump in. And let's see if we can get the Roxor from out of here without picking up too much mud. It's a beautiful Sunday. Amazing way to wrap up the weekend. Stop there. See if we can make it out through this snow patch right here. Engine temperature 93, 850 RPM, intake temperature 59, and we're pushing a PSI of 13.49. So I love that secondary computer. Well guys, so today I just want to talk about how you can go about selling your Mahindra Roxor. So let's say you bought your Roxor, you've had fun with it, and you realize that for most of the year it's just sitting. You're not using it enough or nearly as much as you thought you would, and now you want to dispose of it. It could also be that maybe your financial situation changed. Maybe you got a better paying job in a different city and you have to move. Whatever the situation, you know, maybe you moved into a city, you don't have parking space and places where you could go play with the Roxor, and the time has finally come for you to get rid of the Roxor. How do you go about selling your Roxor? Well, to begin with, it's quite a small market, but it's growing because few people know about the Roxor as of now. Many people see it and they think it's an older CJ, and they assume that it has a gas engine in it. And you guys know, the impression most people have when they see a CJ. They think that it's something you have to be wrenching on all the time, every weekend. They don't realize that the Roxor, it's a brand new vehicle with all brand new parts, with a computer controlled diesel engine, and with a stick shift, optional automatic for certain years. And so the more people look for these, and the people who look for these, most of them specifically already have done some research, and they have a pretty good idea of what they want and what they are looking for in a Roxor. So the prices will be quite varied. I think some of the ones that people like the most are the very early Roxors, which would be the 2018s, 2019s. Those ones, which would look like mine, seem to be the ones that people tend to favor. But the latest model of the Roxor is also growing on people. It has a flat fender, which makes putting on bigger tires there very easy. And so that is already catching on quite nicely. Modifications for those are easy. If you want to slap on bigger tires, you don't really have to worry too much. You don't even have to do too many modifications to end up with a flat fender kind of arrangement. So that's another one that people are looking for. But basically, amongst the years, everything is pretty much the same, except for the gearing in the axles that changed. They lowered the gearing. So if you buy anything above I think it's a 2019, if you buy 2020 and above, you have a much lower gearing. So that would be adequate for low speed vehicles with very big tires, and vehicles that you might want to use for things like rock climbing. With a very low gearing, if you put it in four-wheel drive low range, then you have a very excellent rock climber with a lot of torque at low speed. Now, going back to the subject matter of the video, which is selling your Roxor, it seems like the most popular way to sell the Roxor as of this recording, which is the 1st of May 2022, is to sell on Facebook Marketplace. And the reason being that there's a lot of people on Facebook, and Facebook has become the new Craigslist, and people looking for vehicles usually start first with Facebook, and then they might also put a word with co-workers, friends, church members, and so on. And most of those people, amongst them, there might be someone who is on Facebook, and they will easily notice that there's a vehicle of the type you are looking for on Facebook and inform others. So Facebook seems to be the most common place to advertise your Mahindra Roxor. The second place would be still again on Facebook, but dedicated groups. So you have enthusiast groups for people who like the Mahindra Roxor in the United States. So by the time somebody gets on those groups to look for a Roxor, you pretty much can bet that the person has already done a pretty good amount of research and knows the value of the Roxor. So that's a second place where you can meet people who might be looking for a Roxor to purchase. So first one, the general Facebook Marketplace. Secondly, dedicated groups on Facebook for the Roxor. And finally, you have your local Jeep and off-road clubs, UTVs. If you meet members there, you know, the first time they learn about the Roxor, it's got a turbodiesel engine, more than a 2.5 liter compared to the 1000cc kind of limit that most UTVs have. Most people get interested, and then they might purchase your Roxor if you are trying to get rid of it, if you inform you know, friends and members of such local groups. So those are the three main places that I know you can easily sell your Roxor to a real human being and not get, you know, scammed or given the run around. In those places you find people who are serious and have done their research and will purchase your vehicle, I think, with a minimum attrition. So yeah, those are the three places I would recommend. Now, how do you go about the selling process? Well, I would strongly advise, you know, keep it simple, don't go very lengthy. List the year of the Roxor, list the amount that you're asking for, please. Don't be that guy. PM me. No, guys, come on. Everybody is busy, time is valuable. You know how much you want for your Roxor, put it on there. Don't be shooting in the dark or getting people guessing, second guessing, third guessing, and bidding up on your Roxor. So state the year, state the amount you want, and very important, also state if you've done any hardcore off-roading. Hardcore off-roading would mean that the person who is buying can already begin to anticipate on what kinds of repairs they might do or they might need to do once they buy the vehicle. Repairs on the Roxor, you know, everything is quite accessible and it's minimal. It will be typically to look at the differential, like right here. So you might have to access the rear differential, the front differential, and also the transfer case and transmission. So I have a lift kit, a 5.5 inch lift kit. So you see everything is very accessible. It's not buried with behind layers and layers of you know, stuff that you might not really need. So everything is pretty straightforward, accessible, and yeah, so you can already begin to anticipate if somebody has done some hardcore off-roading. So those are things that you might have to verify, check, make sure they didn't get any water into their differentials. And then finally, of course, you have the options that will be added to the Roxor. Bear in mind, if you're selling your Roxor, you won't recoup all of the money that you've put into the Roxor. So things like the windshield, a cap, which might cost anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000, $5,000 just for the cap. Having a tune, which would be anywhere from $600 to $700 for the tune. Having a lift kit, having new rims, new tires, you know, bigger rims, bigger tires, having the hitch. All of those are additions that you will not and you should typically not expect to recoup those when you go to sell your Roxor. So do be realistic about the pricing, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. Also, if you're taking pictures, bear in mind some people are so used to taking vertical pictures for Instagram. If you do take vertical pictures, at times if you go to paste them on those sites, the pictures might turn around and be sideways. So wash up your Roxor, put it in a nice background where it's not very busy, and then take some nice pictures of the Roxor in good lighting, and then yeah, get a couple of pictures, you know, where you can see the whole vehicle all around and then inside, and then if there's any kind of damage, make sure you highlight it, and that way whoever is interested actually can see and decide for themselves before they make the 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour drive to come check out your Roxor. So that's what I had to share with you guys today, and if you're selling, good luck. Prices are quite high right now, and if you are buying, hopefully you find one not too far from wherever you are. That way you don't have to travel very far to purchase your Roxor. And if you do purchase one, well, welcome to the club. Okay guys, thanks for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the like button below if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel. The growth of the channel is what keeps us going, and yeah, bye for now and have a great weekend.